Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another action-packed episode of A Work in Progress, a WI Pod Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Brent Biles, and with me this week is my trusted co-host from just a couple of states over. He is the Mayor of Canton. Mayor of Canton, how you doing?
Man, I am ready for a total nonstop action night because that's what we're going to go with. TNA is worth. The last real champ is here.
The last real champion, yes.
Yeah, I got the John Cena shirt. There's NXT on in my background. I'm not watching it, but it's going on in the background. I had no idea they were on the CW network these days. I feel like I did not know that.
You didn't know it was on CW now?
No, I think I've been watching it. I thought I've been watching it this whole time on USA, but apparently not.
No, you've definitely been watching it on CW. I think it's been on CW since like October of last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've had it on every Tuesday in the background. I just didn't realize what channel it's been on.
I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, the thing I don't get me started, but the thing that pisses me off about that is now you can't even watch it on Peacock. So, other than, watching the premium live events, they pretty much made Peacock, I won't say completely useless because I guess they do have all the old pay-per-views and stuff on there, but like you can't watch any old episodes of Raw. You can't do that anymore. You can't do it on Netflix either because they only give you fucking 10 a year.
On Peacock, you do get Champions League games, though. Or not, it's not Champions League,
Yeah,
it's Premier League.
Right? Premier League, yes.
Yeah.
Good point. That's a good point, yeah.
Not completely useless. I do watch that.
It is good to have the Premier League on there, that's for sure. It's a nice, especially because this Sunday is the last game of the season, so there's going to be every single game is at 10 o'clock on Sunday, so that'll be fun. You can watch like 8 games at once.
And don't have to go to work on Monday.
And you don't have to go to work on Monday. That is true. Monday is it's a Memorial Day, right?
Yeah. We'll memorialize something.
I asked my coworker today, I said, do we work on Monday? And he's like, I think so. He's like, I don't think so. I think it's a holiday. I was like, okay, good. Because, it's my birthday. Don't tell anybody. Monday's my birthday. Don't tell anybody.
It falls on Memorial Day, huh?
Yeah, every 2 or 3 years, my birthday is on Memorial Day. Yeah.
Dang. So lucky.
Why is that lucky? That just means people are celebrating something other than me.
I don't know. I just feel like at least you have a chance to have a day off for it.
That's true. That's a good point. I didn't think about that one. You're right. I would ask you if you wanted to talk about Raw last night, but I didn't see much of it. There is one part of it that I could discuss with you, and that was the Logan Paul Gunther back and forth. Did you see that?
Cool. I did not see that, actually. I've got to go back and watch that. I saw several of the matches, but I didn't see that.
He basically told Logan Paul, like, look, even if you do beat Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event, guess who you'll have to face at Money in the Bank? Me. And he told him at the end, he said, and at June 6th at Money in the Bank, when that bell rings, I'm going to eat you alive. And the fans popped huge for that. They like that a lot.
Yeah, I think the fans just love hating Logan Paul, and even if that means cheering Gunther. So, that's going to be good no matter what happens. I know we'll be doing some predictions on – or that's not this weekend. Saturday night's main event is this weekend, isn't it?
Saturday night's main event is this weekend. You're right. I didn't think about that, but you're right.
Yeah.
We might as well do picks. Why not? We don't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, we can do it real quick.
Yeah, there's only 4 matches, I think. I think that's right. Hold on. It's hard because when you look up Saturday night's main event, fucking Wikipedia brings me to every Saturday night's main event. And I don't need every Saturday night's main event. I just need the newest one.
I was trying to pull it up myself, but
there's a lot of apparently the next Saturday night's main event is going to be the 40th Saturday night's main event. All right, I got it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. It's going to take place on May 24th, Tampa, Florida, the something center. I don't know. We got 4 matches. All of them look to be like they're going to be fun matches. We'll start with this one. It's going to be the last real champion, John Cena, battling a man who claims that John Cena is his childhood hero, even though John Cena is 5 years younger than he is. R-Truth. This is not for the WWE championship at all. So our hope of R-Truth maybe taking it off from this is going to happen. This is going to be fun, I think. It's going to be a fun match. It'll be interesting. I don't think it's going to be like a 5-star classic or anything like that, but it's definitely going to get some laughs, I think. And obviously, I think unless like Orton returns and like RKO Cena out of nowhere and Truth gets a pin, Cena's going to win this thing. So I'm picking Cena.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Cena. It is a little suspicious that it's a non-title match, which gives me that glimmer of hope you might get R-Truth with his hand raised at this somehow, but I'm still going to say Cena.
It could also be maybe Cody comes back. Maybe this is where Cody comes back and Cody kind of distracts Cena, and that's the only way Truth wins is if someone distracts Cena and then Truth gets like a roll up or something. And if that does happen, I would be absolutely fine with that, especially if it's like someone returning or if it's a Randy Orton, because I wouldn't mind seeing Orton Cena one more time. You know what I mean? That Money in the Bank, you can do it one more time.
Yeah, I'd go for it.
And I think Money in the Bank might be a little bit too soon to bring Cody back to face Cena, unless they're going to take the belt off Cena that soon. And I don't really have too much of a problem with that, because while I don't like hate the John Cena heel turn, I just don't like the timing of it. Like, I don't like the fact that he's going to go out as a bad guy. I just don't think that's the way to do it. And so I think the faster he loses the belt, maybe he'll go back to being the John Cena that we've all known and loved over the years. I still love John Cena. It doesn't matter if he's a heel or a babyface, but I just didn't like the timing of it. I think we've talked about that before, but just like to have him close out his career as a heel is just very strange.
Yeah, I don't think he will. I think he'll have that, last moment of retribution.
Yeah, I agree. And then we'll talk about, it's going to be a steel cage match. This one should be a hoss fight. It is going to be Damian Priest taking on Drew McIntyre. I'm sure this is going to blow off their feud. Who you picking?
I feel like Damian Priest hasn't had a win in a long time that's been meaningful. So I'm going to go Damian Priest here.
Yeah, and I think McIntyre won at WrestleMania, right?
At WrestleMania? Yeah.
WrestleMania, he won.
Then they had that four-way match, and they both got in. I think they both ended up in a table off a...
Yeah, I think they both took each other out. Either that or, I don't remember. Maybe Cobb beat them both up. I don't remember. That was a long time ago, pal.
It was.
Then. Yeah, the thing is, though, that if Priest wins, that basically, like evens them out, right?
Yeah, it could.
You know what I mean? So, hold on, I got to plug had to plug in my laptop there. So I mean, if he wins, that means they're going to have another match, and I don't know. Unless you're going to do a Hell in a Cell. But, like, to do a Hell in a Cell if you're already in a cage would be a little weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary.
You don't think the rubber match is going to be
unless they somehow form a tag team after this and they have mutual respect.
I hope that doesn't happen, because I hate when that happens. I'm going to pick Drew just for the simple fact that I think this feud needs to end, and I think if Damian Priest wins, it's only going to prolong it. Yeah. And like you said, maybe something happens. Maybe Drew, we talked about this at WrestleMania, maybe Drew does something to Priest to take him out for a little while. I mean, he could use 3 or 4 months on the shelf. I mean, not on the shelf, but I think he could use 3 or 4 months away. Go away a little bit so I can miss you.
Yeah. I agree.
We talked about that before. So, all right. So you got Priest and I got McIntyre. All right. The next one is the tag team match. CM Punk and Sami Zayn will be teaming to take on Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Is it too soon for Braun and Rollins to take a loss, do you think?
I do. I think they're still too hot of a team. And this is also the place where you could probably debut a fourth person with them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And have them get the victory here and maybe have Sammy take the pin, and you can still move on. And they're still the bad guys because they use numbers game, So I kind of see this is where you get to see a fourth person join this. Who that would be, I don't know. But someone that we probably haven't seen in a little bit would be my guess.
Yeah, I mean, we discussed it last week. I think you liked Ludwig Kaiser. I said Bronson Reed. So, I mean, yeah, I definitely think they're going to add another person to this group. And I do think this is when it happens. So I'm going to pick Rollins and Breaker. I assume you're going to, too.
Yeah, I say the same thing.
I asked you that question so I could get you to answer it, so I could pick who I wanted to pick. Ha ha! No, I'm just kidding.
Very tricky.
It doesn't matter. I don't even think we're gonna put the belt on the line for this one. So I mean, it's Glenn's title anyway. So
yeah, it's just some fun picks.
the next one, it's the World Heavyweight Championship match. It is Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. What do you think? I think this one's easy.
I think Jey Uso has to win. It's just another strange piece that they're talking about having Gunther get in Logan Paul's face. They're having Seth Rollins get in his face, saying, if you win, I'll be coming after you. Like, that would be so unnecessary if they're not going to have him actually win the belt here somehow. So, I mean, I've already picked another oddball pick, so I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Logan Paul wins.
Oh God, the internet would lose their mind if Logan Paul won. I think Jey Uso probably losing it back to Gunther at Money in the Bank makes more sense than him losing it to Logan Paul. But like you said, it is strange that they did all that stuff, having these people tell them him this and that. And I thought the Gunther thing, I thought that they were trying to maybe position Gunther as a babyface for a minute there.
Or at least see how the crowd reacts him in a babyface role.
Yeah, just try to give you kind of like, because if you get, I mean, I know Gunther's like the foreign guy, and a lot of people, whatever, you're supposed to boo the foreign guy. It's wrestling. It's always been that way. But like, if you got Gunther in there and he was chopping the shit out of the right person, Logan Paul, people will love him.
Yeah, but I don't know how long you can get away. You can't have them do that with every person. I feel like he's going to be he's never going to be the comedy act smiling baby face. I don't think that
that's true.
That
he probably doesn't
gravitate towards these days.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't need to be. But yeah, I do think Jey wins and heads to Money in the Bank, where he will be facing Gunther. Money in the Bank is in 2 weeks, so Money in the Bank is coming right up after fucking. And then I think they have Night of Champions coming up soon after that, and they're just hitting us in the face with show after show after show.
I just really wish that we could be getting a CM Punk Cena feud here coming up, but it doesn't seem like it's in the cards with what they've got going on.
Well, especially right now, Cena's SmackDown and Punk's Raw, but we never know that. I think they have a draft coming up, so things could change.
Yeah, unless that's going to be like his last feud, and he went like, I'd love to see CM Punk take the belt off of him.
I would, yes. That's another one on the list of feuds that I would like to see Cena have one more with. Because him and Punk always had such good chemistry in the ring. I mean, go back and watch any of their matches. I mean, I know everybody talks about the Money in the Bank one, but they had
that Monday Night Raw match
after banger. Yeah, their Monday Night Raw match. I think that Monday Night Raw match is better than the one at Money in the Bank. Certainly because Money in the Bank, like with the story and the crowd reactions and everything, it's a different scenario. But I think when you're talking about a wrestling match, that's a better wrestling match.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I had to rank the top 3 John Cena matches, 2 of them would be against CM Punk.
Yeah, and for me, a lot of them, the 2 of them would be against CM Punk, and 3 or 4 of them would be against Edge, because he had so many matches with Edge that I loved. So yeah, I'd have to name 20 matches. They'd all be Orton, Edge, and CM Punk versus Cena.
Maybe that RVD match.
Oh yeah, that one's definitely on there. That's again one of those things, just because of crowd reactions and everything.
Yeah.
That was magical. Wasn't watching it live back then, but even going back and watching it, that was just so good. Like Cena comes out there, they're all hating him. He's trying to throw his shirt in the crowd. They all keep throwing it back. Like that's just so good.
It was the crowd definitely won a lot of it.
Yeah, that was some really good. When John Cena actually retires, we'll do a whole show where we gush about how much we love John Cena. We'll do it today, even though I do it every week. We'll talk more about John Cena's career when he officially retires. But that's it. I don't have anything else to discuss. How about you? You want to talk about the Browns quarterback situation?
Oh God, that's a terrible situation. At least you have your guys. Actually, oh man. The Bears are in such a rough division, but I have such positive hope about how much improvement that they've had this year.
Yeah.
I just think that division is brutal. Everyone in that division is a playoff caliber team.
And they made everybody in the division made the playoffs last year, but us. So.
Yeah, and they've improved a ton. And they've got a new coach.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a Bears fan for all my life, so I know not to get my hopes up. I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. I mean, I do get them up a little bit because when I talk with my friend or I talk with my son, and then there's a guy at one of the stores that I stock who's a big Bears fan, and so I always talk to him too. And it kind of gets you excited when you hear other people being excited, but at the same time, I try to temper it. It was just like I saw like an article that said not Mason Rudolph. Kenny Pickett most likely to be starting quarterback for Browns. And I was like, first of all, how would you come to that scenario? Because they haven't even done training camp or mini camps or anything like that. So how would you even come to that conclusion? And then I thought to myself, they have fucking Kenny Pickett too?
They have 5 quarterbacks right now.
Yeah, they have Shador. They have that other, is it Jackson Dart that they?
No, Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel, yeah. And then they have Joe Flacco too.
Mm-hmm.
And still have Deshaun Watson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kenny Pickett.
And Kenny Pickett. Well, I said to my son Xavier, I said, well, they were like, we're going to get 20 quarterbacks in here. One of them's got to be good.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but I don't know. I can't even tell you what they're doing. And they're trying to make like a Voltron, combining all their powers into one. They're going to Frankenstein's monster, one quarterback out of all these guys.
They're doing the old throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
There's a lot of shit in that room, so there's a lot.
Here's what I would do if I was them, because this worked out for them when he was there. I'd just fucking play Flacco.
Yeah.
And let him play, try to be mistake free and let that defense do what they does. Because you don't need anybody who's going to light the world on fire. You guys got a good fucking defense.
Yeah.
You just need somebody who's not going to turn the goddamn ball over. That's all you need.
And Flacco definitely did that the last year that he had played here. So see what you got out of it. You're 10 games in and you're 1-9. Let one of the rookies start after that,
Exactly. I mean, even after 3 or 4 weeks, if it's not going well, yeah, throw a rookie in there. Fuck
see
it.
What you got after after the bye week. Boom, they'll throw a rookie in there. See what they got.
But I think they'll be decent with Flacco. I didn't know why they let him go in the first place. I mean, It made no sense to me then, but I guess whatever. We don't want to talk about our sad football teams anymore. We'll talk about some sad wrestling. It's not sad wrestling. It's going to be fun wrestling. It's TNA's second weekly pay-per-view. This is going to be the second episode. I think it'll be the last. We've got Jeremy Borash in the ring. I'm not sure what's about to take place, but we're all about to find out together. May, are you ready?
He looks like he's ready to start a boy band.
He does look like he's a member of the fucking Backstreet Boys, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be one count.
He looks like he's about to sing New Kids on the Block, had a lot of hits.
Chinese food makes me sick. Yeah, he's a light, funky one.
Fly when girl ride by for the summer. How do I remember the words? Anyway, let's play this. I don't know why I know the words to that song. I don't even like it.
It's quite the look, though. I think I'm going to bring Frosted Tips.
That's like a late 90s look for him, and it's the early 2000s. But, like, wrestling's always behind. Like, people were saying yeet 5 years ago, and now we're just saying it on wrestling.
Yeah. It's just catching up.
Because Jey Uso was drunk one time with Cody, and he kept saying yeet, and now it's a thing.
I forgot about that. It was from a drunk press conference.
Yep.
What's going on here? I'm already confused by what's starting here.
We've got a female coming down to the ring in pajamas.
And pajamas.
And we got another one. Here comes another in pajamas.
And Jeremy Borash in the ring looking like the diddler.
Yeah, I would be careful of him with those frosted tips. Well, there's Francine, who, as I mentioned last week, is Trailer Park Hot.
Yeah.
Who's this here? She is. I don't know who this is. She is also Trailer Park Hot.
She looks familiar, but maybe
she's like less. She's like less Trailer Park Hot than Francine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she looks.
Francine's like Trailer Park 10. She's like Trailer Park 6.
Who's this coming out? They're having a girl time. Is that Daphne?
R.I.P. to Daphne. Yep, R.I.P. Daphne. That is Daphne. The only person out here who belongs out here. Well, I don't even know what they're doing, so they're probably having some sort of fucking pillow fight or something.
Yeah, it's got to be. Is this the pay-per-view number 2?
This is the second pay-per-view. Here comes Mickey James.
Wow, look at young Mickey.
I think she was called Alexis LaRue back then, I believe was her name. When she first came in. And I don't know who
won't
this
say
is.
anything disparaging because I like Nick Aldis.
We don't want him to kick my ass.
Yeah, big man.
I don't know who this is either. So we got Francine, Daphne, and this chick's ready to go. She's running. I don't know who she is.
She really is. She tripped going in.
Let me see if I can find.
Got these girls a little boozed up beforehand.
Probably. I don't know.
This is definitely a Vince Russo thing, right?
Bro, we got to get ladies in pajamas, bro.
Or was he not here? He wasn't here this early, was he?
I'm not. I have no idea, to be honest with you. I couldn't be 100% on that. She just showed us her underwear, so that was something. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the results for this and find out what the fuck these people's names are.
I don't know if half of them have names. Do they? Who's this one coming in?
They certainly didn't put up any names. They didn't put up a name for Francine or anybody. So,
all right. So who are we betting on here? It's got.
Yes, I can't even find the fucking results for this. I'm gonna go with either Francine or Daphne, just because I know who they are.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go. I'll just say Alexis LaRue because I feel like she's got a chance to do something.
So here we go, Mayor. We've got Taylor Vaughn against Electra, Aaron, Francine, Joni, Alexis LaRue, Sasha, not Sasha Banks, Shannon, and Tyler.
While you're reading that, you're missing how to eliminate, I think, is by ripping clothes off of them.
Well, Mayor, I knew. I had a feeling that that's. I thought
it was an over-the-top battle royal, not take off their top battle royal.
Well, and bottoms. Well, one of them's
that lady's lost everything.
Yeah, that girl's got everything gone. So that's. I don't know who she is, but she is. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this.
Here.
So I don't know what to do.
You have to lose your tops and your bottoms.
Another one's gone. There goes Taylor. I don't know.
Or Electra? Taylor?
There's fucking, I don't remember their names anymore. And I certainly can't name faces. Yeah, it's a lingerie battle royal, apparently.
Okay.
And there goes not Stacy Keebler. This is... I don't know what to say.
I think they just went down to the local strip club and got some girls.
Our buddy Dan Griffin told us that this bald referee's name is Slik Johnson, and for a heck of a name for a guy in a lingerie battle royal, for the referee to be Slik Johnson.
I mean, that's if you're gonna have a name like Slik Johnson, the best place to have it is in this kind of battle royal.
I'm willing to bet you that back in 2002, there were a lot of people who ordered this on pay-per-view that were watching this fucking very match with a Slik Johnson.
Oh, man.
You know it. I'm uncomfortable. I don't know about you.
They had yeah. This was something back in the day.
Yeah, we don't know what to do here.
We don't even know how to call this, but she lost her top.
Well, I can see everything but Francie's nipples at this point. She's crying. She really wanted to be Miss TNA. She's very upset. So I wanted everybody out there to know, when I say that Francine is trailer park hot, I mean that in the nicest fucking way possible. I'm not disparaging her at all. She's smoking hot.
Yeah. I was always more of a Beulah.
Let me just say this, Mayor. We talked about Slik Johnsons. I had many of Slik Johnsons looking at Francine when I was 15 years old, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. I was a Beulah guy myself, but I get you.
I was probably more of a Dawn Marie guy back then than Francine, but she is just inconsolable over this.
Yeah, she is very upset. She's so upset that she's being, having her clothes ripped off in front of people. She's breaking down in front of people and not leaving.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? This guy's copping a feel, so that's not cool.
Is that the guy from Survivor?
No, that's fucking Ed Ferrara.
Oh,
but it does look like the guy from Survivor.
I can't remember his name. Johnny something. Wait, what? I don't know what's going on here, but
something bad's gonna happen to this man. She took his belt off, and now she's probably gonna beat him with it. Yep, there we go. I just want this to be over. Isn't it over yet?
I don't know.
How long does it take?
I mean, while we're talking about women's matches, did you see the women's triple threat match last night?
You talking about the one where Zoe Stark blew out her knee, or a different one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, no, yeah, I did see a little bit of it. Yeah,
Yeah, that looked pretty bad.
yeah, it's so bad that my wife texted me about it this morning. You know how often my wife texts me about wrestling? Never.
Oh, wow. So what? I don't know. I'm guessing that they've probably gotten further into it, but if they went to commercial break, it had to be pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was. I mean, Rachel must have saw a replay of it because she said, "Yeah, it looked really, really bad." And I know Zoe Stark has had multiple knee injuries already, so it's just not a good thing. I mean, Zoe Stark isn't my favorite pro wrestler or my favorite person in the world, but at the same time, I don't want to see anybody get hurt like that.
No.
That's not something you want to see.
So who won?
That's I read the results. I didn't want to give it away because of this such a illustrious match. Taylor Vaughn won. I don't know who Taylor Vaughn is, but
I wouldn't have been able to tell you who Taylor Vaughn was if you told me she won. So
Francine's back in here. They said, "Hey, your nipples are falling out. Can you put your shirt back on?" She said, "Okay."
Oh, and then Taylor Vaughn's gonna get.
And for good measure, the winner gets naked too.
Of course she does.
I will tell you this, Mayor. I've been doing this weird watch bad wrestling podcast for like 8 years, and this is the first time I've ever watched a lingerie battle royal. I've never watched one before, not on the show.
Ooh. I think Slik Johnson just copped a feel. He's definitely he's definitely just getting his hand up in places.
He is slicking this Johnson, if you know what I mean, pal.
I think Ruben, my Girls Gone Wild neighbor, had this video.
Oh, you absolutely had it. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Ruben had a Slik Johnson to this, if you know what I mean, pal. And if you're listening at home, I want you to go ahead and take a drink of your drink every time I say Slik Johnson. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that was something. I mean, that was quality wrestling.
Yeah, it was definitely something.
We've got more girls in cages.
More TNA. not Total Nonstop Action either.
I mean, they definitely are taking the name seriously.
I would have been all about this when I was a teenager. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, you got to give them credit. They're going for it.
Yeah. Like I said,
the dancing in early 2000s is something too.
So a funny story about this guy. This guy is Apollo, right? That guy was like, remember the fucking guy who like danced to hit the face paint, and then he like spit fire? I was like, it started with a P. I don't remember his name, but he wrestled in WWE for a little while. In WWF. That's him.
What? That's the same guy?
Yeah. That's the same guy.
Wow. He kind of looks like Roman Reigns a little bit.
He looked like Roman James.
Like a really young Roman Reigns?
And now we got these two are arguing, and then some other guy standing in the background.
I don't even know who that is. Who is that guy? Who is that guy back there?
I
don't know who most of these people are.
I don't know who any of these people are. I knew who Apollo was. I don't know why, but I did.
Jeff Jarrett. He's coming out.
Well, there he was. Well, no, he already wrestled. Remember, he wrestled Scott Hall the first episode we did.
It's Jake Batista.
It's the tiger, Jake Batista. He's not he's just an animal, not the animal. Hey, don't do that. You're not allowed to bark in here. He hears fucking sirens. He thinks he can start barking. Ruin my show. What an asshole.
Don't do that.
Yeah, because you can't, because you're ruining this show. Here he comes. It's DY, of course.
What do you think that stands for?
Dan
Do it
Yankee.
yourself.
Do it. Yeah. He said, fuck the I. Just the Y. Oh, it's David Young with Bobcat. What a name. Bobcat?
Bobcat? That's a terrible name.
Why would you want to be called Bobcat?
He does look like young Roman Reigns and Ricky Starks combined.
Hey, stop! Are you going to go inside? Sorry, my dog's trying to ruin my show. As if it hasn't been ruined already because we watched a fucking lingerie battle royal.
Oh my gosh, I can't unsee Roman Reigns, and I don't know why. I just keep seeing him in the face.
I'm not sure why you can't. I don't see Roman Reigns in him at all.
I don't know.
I don't see it at all. No Roman Reigns for me.
He's probably wishing he was anything like Roman Reigns right now, but
Yeah, and I have a feeling he's going to win because he's way more impressive than this guy.
what do you think Apollo's doing these days?
I don't know. It's a great question. I don't know anything about Apollo other than he was
I think he went for a backbreaker and just dropped him instead.
He said, "Forget it." Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you can't touch a bobcat. Tell that kid to sit down. That bobcat's going to scratch his eyes out. This guy brought a bobcat down to the ring with him.
I'm not even sure how long it'll take for me to find what happened to Apollo.
You can find out what happened to Apollo Crews pretty quickly, probably.
I know that one.
He got killed by Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. It's a great movie. Oh, Jeremy Borash gets all the action. It's because he looks like a fucking boy. He's in a boy band. That's why.
German Figueroa Sullivan from Puerto Rico. The Great Apollo.
Really? I knew he was from Puerto Rico. He's probably still doing something in Puerto Rico. He's probably a booker or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still scrolling.
Or he died because he's a wrestler.
Hey, he's still alive.
Oh, thank God.
So we don't have to worry about that. He's still alive, folks.
Good. I'm glad to find out. Can you find out any information about Bobcat?
Oh, God. I'm guessing Bobcat's working at a strip club next to a Waffle House right now.
Fucking Bobcat's like 60 now. No, she ain't. Bobcat. Or maybe she is. I don't know. I don't go to strip clubs anymore. Do 60-year-olds work at strip clubs?
If they're next to a Denny's or something.
She afterwards she takes her tips over and gets a moon over my hammies.
Wait.
Every time somebody says Denny's, I always bring up the moon over my hammies. She's taking off Borash.
She was actually married to Mal.
This is fucking weird, man. There's a lot of weird.
She was married to Al Snow until 2016. Bobcat?
Yeah. How the fuck did you find that out?
I'm searching. Also,
would you search Bobcat? Would you search Bobcat TNA?
Yes.
Wow.
And she was one of only 4 women to win the WWF Hardcore Championship.
Get the fuck out of here. Was she one of the hoes? This is one of the Godfather's hoes?
I don't know. It doesn't say that part.
That's fucking crazy. Who would have thought?
Yeah, she was one of the Godfather's hoes. She won it from Crash Holly, and then Holly pinned her again to regain the title.
So she was the hardcore champion for like 30 seconds?
Yes.
A bitch named Bobcat. Wow.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, when you looked that up, I would have never thought that she was the hardcore champion or married to fucking Leaf Cassidy.
She worked in Ohio Valley Wrestling and for quite some time after this.
Wow. That's crazy.
The more you know, it's like reading Rainbow.
Yeah, we just dropped some serious knowledge on us. I can't believe this match is still going. I thought Apollo was going to make short work of this Munchkin, but they're really having a back and forth match here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, David Young did get a valet.
That's true. He does have a Bobcat with him, so that is.
You don't just throw a random Bobcat with someone for no reason.
She was the goddamn hardcore champion, for crying out loud.
You're right, and that would have happened before this. So one of these people has won a championship in WWF, and it's not these two.
Oh my God, he's doing the Batista thing. Do you see me shaking the ropes?
He was.
He's Batista.
I told you it was Batista.
Who knew? He just got a bunch of tattoos after this is what happened.
He's missing the belly button tattoo, which was a terrible look.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one. I hope he's since got that removed. That wasn't a good one. Jeremy Borash has been like sexually assaulted multiple times during this show. So poor Jeremy. He works for WWE in some sort of backstage capacity now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's a producer or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. I think he still is a producer.
It's crazy how long that guy's been in the wrestling business because he was with WCW back in the day, and then all through TNA, and now he's with WWE. Just it's incredible how long. It's like I think it's like 30, 40 years he's been in the business.
I know Jeff Jarrett raves about him and how knowledgeable he is of the business, the production, everything basically. So
Apollo just won with Mark Merrow's old move, the TKO. Do you remember Mark Merrow used to do that?
Oh yeah, Sonny stole it too.
Like Tammy Sitch, Sonny?
No, not Sonny. Sable did.
Oh yeah, Sable did steal it. Okay,
yeah,
that makes more sense.
She's the TKO. Sonny probably stole some Vicodin out of Mark Merrow's bag.
Probably, yeah, definitely. That definitely happened. Well, let's see if Bobcat can console him after she's been humping on Jeremy Borash for 10 minutes.
Oh, she's about to go find her some Al Snow here soon.
And become the fucking hardcore champion somehow. I'm still fucking... Who's this guy?
It's the ECW guy. What's his name?
Oh, Joe Gertner. That's him.
Yeah. He always had the neck brace on.
Hey, man, you like my new car?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Hey, we just got that. We just got that hog on Friday.
Heck yeah. It looks like JBL's what was he had that limousine that.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not a limo. It's like a Lincoln MKT, I think is what it is.
Yeah, he had a Lincoln limousine. He used to come out in that wrestling god Lincoln limo. That thing was awesome.
Yeah, I remember it had like the horns on the front of it.
Yeah, he had the horns on the front. That's what you should do. Put the horns on the front.
I should get some horns to put them on. I'd fit in. I live in Nebraska, so it'd work.
You'd probably find some horns just sitting around a field.
Yeah, there's probably some in my yard. Somebody threw them there. Sorry, that's my garage.
That's okay. We can see it.
Well, you can see it.
It's still light out there? What time is it? It's 8:00, isn't it?
It's 8:10. It don't get fucking dark until 10.
Oh, okay.
Mayor, I think sometime you should partake in some, and then we should watch. You should do the show. We should watch. You should partake in some of what I'm doing, and then we should watch the show. I think that would be fun.
Okay. I might put me to sleep.
No, only just a little bit.
Okay.
A little
Not
bit.
The show itself. I mean,
yes, I know what you meant. Yeah.
The extracurricular activities. Who is this? Is that Lenny Lane?
It looks like Lenny Lane. I'm not sure if it actually is him.
Lodi? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Lodi?
I think the Rainbow Express. Yeah.
Wow.
It definitely looks like Lodi. I'm not sure if it is or Lenny Lane. Yeah. This was back when being gay was kind of a different thing than it is nowadays. You know what I mean?
Billy and Chuck.
It's not as mocked. Yeah, it's not as mocked today as it is now on television, but obviously back in these days, like if you were a gay person on wrestling, you were a heel pretty much. I mean, all the time, right? Or if you were like playing gay, they would make you a heel. It's not right, but that's what they did.
I was trying to think of any exceptions, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I couldn't really think of
there
any.
Isn't any. Goldust, they hated him. Billy and Chuck, they hated them.
Yeah. I mean, Adrian Adonis.
Yep. Hated Adrian Adonis.
Leapin' Lanny Poffo.
Yeah, I think Hogan referred to him as the F word in a promo.
Wow. I want to not maybe. I mean, Hulk Hogan saying something controversial. I know that's not fucking unheard of. Yeah, but knowingly recorded. I mean, what's going on here? I can't figure out what's going on.
These are just a couple of rednecks.
There's a girl with full cleavage out and a man dressed like he's a South Park character jerking off.
We got Cowboy Land. I mean, that's James Strom and
with the do-rag?
No, James Storm's got the cowboy hat on. James Storm's got a cowboy hat on.
Is that Evan Courageous with the do-rag?
No, it's fucking. I can't think of what his name is, but they're going to the ring right now. They have a match right now against the Rainbow Express. If
James
this is
Storm
your first
without
time listening to the, if this is your first time listening to the show, we usually don't know what's going on. That's how we like it.
James Storm without a beard is unrecognizable.
It is very weird, but that's him. And I think it's America's Most Wanted. So it's James Storm and no, it's not Kazarian. It's fucking what's his name? I know he signed with WWE at one point and he was Braden Walker, but it never really panned out. And then he didn't really have much of a career after that. I can't think what his fucking name is though.
I still think that first guy looks more like Roman Reigns and James Storm looks like James Storm.
I know you do, pal. I mean, they're two strapping fucking guys out here. Look at them. Goddamn. Yeah, because James Storm used to come out with like a full fucking like jacket on. He would pull out like cap guns and fucking shoot him and shit.
Yeah, he had that big thick beard too. I mean, he still does.
Not yet. I mean, not here. He doesn't. I can't. It's driving me crazy. I can't think of what his fucking.
Braden Walker, you said?
It was Chris Harris. That's what it is. Like Wildcat Chris Harris is what they would call it.
Okay.
I think that's the Braden Walker guy that I'm thinking of, but I might be wrong. Let me look. No, that's not the guy. I need the pro wrestler. This is some other motherfucker. Lots of Chris Harrises out there.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yes, Chris Harris. He was absolutely Braden Walker. Yeah, I was right. I had it right. Oh. That's what I'm going to call this show, Mayor. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I'm not sure what's going on here either. Other than these two guys have all four of these guys have great tans. They definitely would have won the belt against Hogan.
100%.
I don't know what this move is.
I think they call that the blowjob.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what was going on there.
That's what it looked like. I'm calling a spade a spade.
It looked like the reverse of Stephanie Vacour's.
Oh boy,
I don't know what her move is called. The devil something or other.
It's called. I don't know, pal. I'm getting hot. I'm getting some sweat just thinking about it.
Oh wow, what a pin!
There's a lot of innuendo. There's a lot of sexual innuendos going on in this match for sure.
It's definitely been total nonstop action. The hand kiss to tag in.
Wait a minute. That's not how all tag teams tag in. You kiss your partner's hand, right? That's how you tag in.
That's how Legion of Doom did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You mean to tell me that every time Demolition tagged in, they didn't kiss each other's hands? That's what I remember.
I think that should be the new way that you have to tag in.
Yes, you must kiss your opponent's hand and your partner's hand. I like that. Yeah.
As long as your hand is, the other hand has to be on the tag rope as well, though.
You have to have your fucking hand on the tag rope. That's the most important thing. And then lips to hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There we go. I like it. I think it's good. I like that rule.
Wow.
I'm going to email WWE after this and tell them to get the ball rolling on that. The inside track.
Oh my gosh. Come on, Wildcat.
He's trying to tag the wrong guy. Okay, now he's got it figured out. Now he's got it turned around.
Almost.
Here we go. All right. This is the fucking longest hot tag I've ever seen in my life.
I'm rooting for the Rainbow Express here.
I'm going for the Rainbow Express too, man. The guys in jeans have won too many times. It's the Rainbow's turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not a fan of guys wrestling in their, structured jeans.
You don't like that? You're not a fan of guys in jeans? I like guys that wrestle in jorts, personally.
Yeah. Yeah. Jean shorts, fine.
Jorts guy. I'm just kidding. I don't even think. I can't remember the last time. I only wear basketball shorts. I can't remember the last time I even wore anything but basketball shorts when I was wearing shorts. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. This match has gone on for like a long time. I feel like, Paul Smack gets 1, 2.
Got a pin.
Oh, he kicked out. I thought he had him there. This hasn't been a bad match though, really.
No, it's been a good match.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some weird sexual innuendo tension things going on, but
that's fine. If you can look past that, it's been a fine wrestling match. Uh-oh. Well, now we got some botches. What the fuck was that? Oh God, that was
it.
ending.
And that's
It's over, and that wasn't good.
And
The
that's
ending
how
wasn't
you
good.
book a cold finish.
Right. That's how you stop a match dead.
James Strom is freaking me out. Grow a beard.
Get a beard, you weird fuck.
He needs like one of those magnet ones where you pull the ashes down onto their face.
Oh yeah, you can like draw the hair and the eyebrows. Yeah.
The little kid Etch-a-Sketch ones.
One of those we had when we were children. Yeah, definitely. I remember my sister one time. I had to go with her to like get her hair done or something, and she like took me to Osco Drug. Do you remember Osco Drug? Did they have Osco Drug where you lived?
No,
They're like CVS now. I think it used to be called
Okay.
Osco Drug. And she got me some candy and one of those fucking Etch-a-Sketch things where you can move the hair around. So I would sit there and not get into trouble. Spoiler alert, I got in trouble anyway.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Yeah.
I think they cut the camera. Was there too much boobage or something?
Got girls dancing in cages. Oh, we got Ricky. So the last match, it's on to the last match, and we're not going to be able to watch the last one. I'm going to tell you why. Because it's a match for the X Division Championship, and it's AJ Styles, Psychosis, Low-Ki, and Jerry Lynn. I don't think this is going to be something that we're going to be able to call because it's also 25 minutes long. So,
and the referee's just as good of a wrestler as anyone in that match.
Yes, the referee is Mr. Dick Blood. If you didn't know, that's Ricky Steamboat. And if you didn't know, the reason why I started a pro wrestling podcast and the reason why I still do one 8 years later is so that I can tell everyone out there that Ricky Steamboat's real name is Richard Blood. And if you shorten that, it's Dick Blood everywhere.
Man, I mean, if nothing gets you into wrestling like some good old Dick Blood, I don't know what does.
I don't know what will. I don't know what will you if Dick Blood doesn't do it. Well,
maybe Slik Johnson.
A little Slik Johnson and a little Dick Blood to get you right where you need to be. But too much Slik Johnson, you could be dealing with a lot of Dick Blood, if you know what I mean.
That's quite the tag team.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Let's wrap up our Dick Johnson and Slik Johnsons here.
Yeah, make sure you wrap up your Dick and Slik Johnson, or else you will get the Dick Blood. Anyway, let's start doing the plugs before we. This show is off the rails, pal. Let's do the plugs. Glenn usually does his plugs. I'll do the plugs for him this week. We are wishing Glenn a more speedy recovery. He's still not feeling well, but our hearts are out to you, pal, and we hope that you get back to us very, very soon. We miss you very much, Glenn. We really, really do. I'm sure everyone does because I butcher your plugs and I'll do them again once again. Make sure you check out our friends Rob and Dan over at the Unbooking the Territory podcast, where they cover the first class of wrestling as well as Unstacking the Datatory, the road to the biggest wrestling match in history, 18 million viewers, Giant Haystacks versus what was that other guy's name? Big Daddy. Fuck, I remember that. Big Daddy. And also unbooking the Tankatory, where you can check out the life and times of Tank Abbott, which that's a lot of fun. And Being the Elite Gator Golf, where they played Gator Golf, but now they're doing weird shit like playing beer pong and stuff. But yeah, check out Unbooking the Territory with Rob and Dan. Also, of course, check out the Doctor Who podcast with Danny Inside. That is on SJP World Media for all you Doctor Who fans out there. I did appear on an episode a couple of weeks ago, so make sure you check those guys out. And of course, make sure you always check out our friends DC and Doc at DDT Wrestling, where they talk about a lot of stuff, but not usually a lot of wrestling. Mayor of Canton, who do you want to plug?
As always, we give a good shout out to our friend, Mr. Thomas Bryce. You can catch him at Thomas Bryce 2017 or Thomas Bryce 2020, or the website sportswireradio.org. Org.
Sorry, I'm weird.
If you'd like to watch tomorrow, I am going to drink 2 4 Locos and then do the milk crate challenge that I built in my backyard. So if you guys want to watch that, it might go really, really wrong. I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. I am definitely.
You had me for a split second. And you said you were drinking 2 4 Locos. I'm like, well, that's over.
I'm drinking 2 4 Locos and then doing a milk crate challenge. Do you remember those? Do you remember the milk crate challenge people were doing?
Yeah, where they would try to fucking, and obviously it's gonna fall, you fucking moron. How many dumb challenges? There's like the Tide Pod challenge, and you know what I say, Mayor? At this point, I think we need to just take the warning labels off everything and let fucking natural process work itself out. What do you think?
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's the best way for us to go.
I'm gonna learn today.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's it.
You had me excited there for a second. I thought you were going to be drinking like milkshakes or something. He's like 2 Four Locos. I'm like, well, that's not happening. You know who drinks 24 Locos? He drinks 6 times 4. Drink 24 Locos. It's Jesse Ventura down in the Baja. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Down in the Baja.
Down in the Baja. I tell my wife all the time, but I say it's about my dog Shy, and I tell her all the fucking weird shit that Will Sasso says about that Jesse Ventura does, but I say it's about my dog. Imagine living with me. Yeah, that's it. I got nothing else to say. The only left for us to say is for the mayor to tell you. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm sorry for everything that's happened here, and the mayor's going to tell you goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm not actually sorry. You knew what you got when you fucking pressed play on this thing.
Where were you on the night of July 17th, 2013?
I played the